Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wildcats offense is on the field for the first time today. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Running back searching for a hole. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They're getting this guy lathered up. At the 45, on his way. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
Crosses the 30. He's got away. Hold on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Now they'll try the right side.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Hold it. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback checking off. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a shot.
And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he
got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. You talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early and get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So LSU's offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got...
Afterburners coming. At the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Leaves it with the running back. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, going to the air. Going downfield for the big play. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. 1st down for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. A 1st down for the offense. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. He's looking to throw. Escapes the sack. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game.
And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Power ahead. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. And goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Looking for a man. It's Coffee. Finds his big tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Pocket starts to collapse. He finds his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup has put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fighting off the defender. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. Finds a crease at the 20. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to...
And it's picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He'll take another shot here. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go to.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in third and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
And this is going to be incomplete on third. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch, called for and made. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Line gets set, first down. To the ground with the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. He's looking to throw it. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete on the right side. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up fourth down.
And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He needed to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They get him on the ground, a 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, Football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The play action fake. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Slips a tackle. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll run it to the right. At midfield, he's got room. Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by just 1 over Michigan.
To the air, it's Coffee.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. A strike downfield. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Touchdown, And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
LSU 14.
Bringing it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
LSU offense will take over.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Back open in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Catch in the middle, it's Kelly. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
LSU lining up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Tries again to get it in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this is the third to mid-range. You got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
There's an old-school thought that says just take the 3 here, but that feels like a win for the defense. I'm going here.
Yeah, and there's a new school thought that says I'm inside the 2-yard line. It's 4th down. I'm going for it. I'm going to be aggressive. So I don't think you have many opportunities like this. I like my chances going for it.
The give. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting to run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5, and out of trouble to the 12.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Here on 3rd down. He wants to throw it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Tackle is made after the 1st down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
They'll try to get the edge on the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock, and we got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. It's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Wildcats are in the hurry-up. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Finds his target down the middle. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one day. But there were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.